Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's class. We are focused on peak performance. So we're going to talk about how you can use natural solutions to create breakthrough active performance. So many of you watching this, it's getting close to summer. So if you're looking to increase your athletic endurance, get into shape, feel better, have more energy, this is the webinar for you. Okay, so athlete, coach, or an active person, and you want to perform at a higher level. You want to break through plateaus in performance and care for your body naturally. This is for you. And we're going to show you a totally new way of doing this that's safe, effective, and also used by the world's top athletes. So many of these products are used by the Blue Jays. They're used by different NFL teams. People are starting to catch on to the beauty of natural solutions to improve overall wellness and to improve athletic performance also. So who am I? My name is Amanda Brumel. I know some of you watching this, some of you I may not know. So it's a pleasure to meet you. I am a certified holistic health counselor. I graduated in 2006 from the Institute for Integrative Nutrition in New York, and I've been practicing for the last 10 years. I am also a doTERRA essential oil gold leader. So that may not mean a whole lot for those of you that are not familiar with doTERRA, but essentially I'm a leader with the company. I've been working with them for 3 years, and I share essential oils with as many people as I possibly can. Essential oils are not something that I was as familiar with in the beginning stages of my health counseling practice. We actually didn't learn anything about essential oils in my training, which is pretty shocking knowing what I know now. So I find now it is my duty and responsibility to share this information, because had I had these tools 10 years ago, I can't even imagine the improved quality of life I would have had over that time period. I'm a lover of all things that come directly from the earth. I believe in eating whole plant-based nutrition and listening to your body based on what it is that your body needs. So if you need to add in animal protein, or if you need to add in more fats to your diet, that's something that I work with my clients with to figure out exactly what food lifestyle works for you. I don't like to say diet, because diet sounds to me very restrictive. So it would really be a lifestyle plan for your food choices. And I'm also a lady with a serious case of wanderlust. I am currently in Prague, and I'll be here for a couple more days, and then I'm headed back to New York for a doTERRA retreat. So pretty excited about that. It's been an amazing 2 months abroad in Europe. All right, what's my intention? My intention is to educate you. I would also love to empower you. So not only just educate you, give you the opportunity to get these tools into your home. I want to inspire you to start leading a healthier, more natural lifestyle, or to enhance the natural lifestyle that you're already living. And I'd love to connect. I'd love to stay connected. So if you'd like to follow me, I am on Instagram at Real Urban Wellness. That's Real, RealUrbanWellness. Happy to stay connected that way. You can follow all my crazy travels all over the globe. You can also send me a Facebook friend request at Amanda Brumel, BROOMELL. So I'd love to create more community of people who are like-minded. And I really believe that we were born whole and wired for health on a cellular level, that health is our natural state. And the sickness and the disease that is prevalent in the United States especially, I believe is not what, we're not broken. We weren't born broken, and we don't have to stay broken. So there are a lot of tools that you can use to start improving your health. And no one is more of an expert about your body and your mind than you. So I am here to help you get back to that intuitive state so you can start taking care of yourself and not have to necessarily lean on other people's opinions. You can start to really forge your own way. So if anybody watching this webinar does not feel like their natural state is health and wellness and well-being, then we'll show you the natural path back to that state. Okay, so you can see this is the doTERRA Wellness Pyramid. So at the bottom is eating right. So if you're eating McDonald's and Doritos, number one, you're probably not going to have the most ideal athletic performance. And number two, slapping on some oils and supplements is not really going to do the job. So you really need to start with a healthy diet. And then exercise on top of that. That's the next most important thing. Resting and managing stress, and then reducing toxic load. So getting out all of the toxic cleaning products, cosmetics, body care, skin care, shampoo and conditioners, all of those things you want to reduce the toxicity of and start using natural products. And what's cool is doTERRA has a whole line of non-toxic natural products that you can browse and decide if you want to give a try. Informed self-care is what we're doing right now. So you're just learning more about options that might work for you. And then proactive medical care. So knowing when you need to go to the doctor, because we are blessed for Western medicine. The unfortunate part is that it just becomes the first resort, and we really need it to be the last resort. So we can use some natural remedy options first. Okay, so what are essential oils? So when you think about herbs, that's the flowery, meaty part of the plant, right? And they're usually dehydrated, and then you add them to tea, or hot water, and you steep them, and then you drink the herbs. Or you can even take herbs ground up in a pill format. A lot of Chinese medicine doctors recommend herbs that way. Oils are the natural aromatic compounds that are extracted from the plants. So when a plant is heated up and it's steam distilled, the oil comes out, and it's basically like the immune system of the plant. And there's these tiny little oil sacs that are on the surface of the plant. And when it's steam distilled, those sacs burst and the oil comes out. Now, some oils are cold pressed. So the citruses are a little bit more sensitive to heat. So those are cold pressed. But most other plants and flowers and bark and stems, those are steam distilled. Now, what's pretty powerful is that the compounds in one drop of pure peppermint essential oil is equivalent to what is in 28 cups of peppermint tea. So it's one of the reasons why essential oils are so effective, is because they're so potent. So you would have to have 28 cups of peppermint herbs to equal one drop of peppermint oil therapeutically. So the other thing to keep in mind is when you're using the oils, you need to use much, much, much less. One drop is usually all you need. And then oils versus oils. So not all oils are created equally. So this is really important to keep in mind, because essential oils have become a little trendy right now. You can actually find essential oils in Best Buy, which to me is a little terrifying because it's an electronics company. So I'm not exactly sure what they know about essential oils. And you can buy a $5 bottle of frankincense at Best Buy or Walmart or TJ Maxx. If you start to learn about essential oils and you know anything about frankincense, it is impossible to sell a bottle of frankincense for $5. It would be like 3 drops of oil or something. So frankincense is extremely rare. It's very difficult to source. It comes from very, very far away in Somalia and Oman. So if somebody's selling frankincense for $5, it's not frankincense. And you have to be really careful with essential oils because they go into your bloodstream so quickly that if you're using a toxic version, it could do major damage to your endocrine system and your neurological system. So you want to be very, very careful. So synthetic, this is what's in perfumes. This is what's made by, industrial corporations. That's what's in most of our cleaning products and skincare products, body care products that you'd find at the regular store. So you want to avoid synthetic as much as possible. Next is food grade. These are generally recognized as safe to ingest, meaning that the FDA has said, okay, yes, you can take wild orange essential oil internally. So wild orange might get added to, a food for flavoring, or cinnamon oil would get added to big red gum. Problem is, it's typically not real essential oils. It could be genetically modified in a lot of cases, or have a lot of preservatives and chemicals in it that you don't want to be ingesting. Next is therapeutic. So there is a health benefit to therapeutic grade. The unfortunate part about this, though, is there's no regulation in the essential oil industry, so anybody can say that their oils are therapeutic. So when you're buying an oil that says 100% pure lavender or 100% therapeutic grade lavender, there's really no way to tell if they're telling the truth. There's nobody governing the labels on the essential oil bottles. So even with therapeutic grade, you have to be cautious and really know where the oils are being sourced and how they're being produced. And then finally, there's certified pure therapeutic grade. And that is the grade that doTERRA has created. And at first I thought, oh, CPTG, that just sounds like some marketing term. So basically, they can't label the oils as organic because that's an American standard. That's a USDA standard. So if they're sourcing oils from Somalia, they might be organic, but they can't put the USDA organic stamp on it because it didn't come from the US. And it's not being governed by the USDA food regulations. So CPTG was something that doTERRA had to create some sort of standard, because the one didn't exist. So CPTG, we're going to go into a little bit more detail about what the standard is and how they have created their guidelines. So the first thing is quality matters. So doTERRA sources their essential oils all over the planet. They're not forest farming everything in the United States or Mexico just because it's cheap and there's a lot of land that they can buy. They actually make partnerships with growers all over the world. So doTERRA has a team of, they have a sourcing team who goes to different locations and they test the frankincense in different locations, or they'll test the lavender in different locations, and they'll compare the chemical composition of each oil, and they determine which one has the most therapeutic benefit, which one is the purest, which one is going to work on you the best. And that's where they create the contracts. So where you see the pictures on this slide, you can see really they're harvested in their natural habitat. And that means that they're going to have that most ideal soil, climate, temperature, sunlight, time of year that they grow. And they're going to have the highest therapeutic benefit that way. So you can see the lavender is sourced from France and Bulgaria. The peppermint actually comes from Washington State. The frankincense comes over here from the Middle East. And where's another one? The vetiver comes from Haiti. So it's pretty amazing. CPTG, so it's pure, natural, no artificial ingredients, fragrances, or fillers. It's safe, so it's beyond organic because of the level of testing that is conducted. And regular organic food from the US is not tested. The farmer just says he's not going to use pesticides, and they, say they commit to that, but there's no way of telling that your carrot doesn't have pesticides on it because it's not tested by anybody before it goes to the grocery store or on your plate. So the oils are verified pure, free of fillers, pesticides, and foreign contaminants. And they are potent because the plants are grown and harvested in their natural habitat. So if you try doTERRA peppermint compared to any other peppermint oil that you've ever tried, it's like knocks your socks off. You can tell that there's something very unique about that oil. So we're going to talk about essential oil uses. First, aromatic. Calms nervousness. So when you smell something, you can see this little picture here. You smell something, it goes through your nose and it interacts with your olfactory bulb. And that sends a message to your amygdala, which is the part of the brain that manages mood and emotions. It's part of the limbic system. So within a few seconds of smelling an oil, 22 seconds to be exact, you can have a chemical reaction in your brain. And if you're feeling a little anxious or nervous, you can use an essential oil and inhale it to help calm down. It also helps promote healthy respiratory activity. So if you are feeling a little bit clogged up, you can start diffusing essential oils, or you can inhale them out of your palm, and it's a great way to open up the lungs and the respiratory system. Topically, you can use them for systemic and localized effect. You can use it in massage. It's for immediate comfort, and it also helps with immune support. And then finally, internally. So you can take it under the tongue in a gel capsule, which is pictured here. So if there's any oils that are too spicy to put directly on your tongue, for instance, like oregano or cinnamon or clove, but you want to get the therapeutic benefit, you can put a couple of drops in a veggie capsule and you can take it internally. It promotes health in digestive system and the immune system, the mouth, the throat, and the liver. So if you need help with digestion, it's great to take a couple drops of peppermint, or there's another essential oil called Digestin. You can put it in the veggie cap and take it internally that way. Now, please note at the bottom here, using essential oils internally is specific to doTERRA CPTG. Please, 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 if you have gotten an oil at Walmart or Best Buy, do not start drinking it. Make sure that on the bottle it says that it's safe to take in liquid. If it does not, do not take it internally. It can do major damage to your liver if you're drinking something that is not properly tested. So essential oil safety, it's very safe and gentle. You want to make sure you keep it out of your eyes, your ears, and your nose. You want to dilute with vegetable oil, not water. And my favorite is this fractionated coconut oil that's pictured here. It's a very thin oil. It doesn't leave an oily residue on your skin, and it helps the essential oil to penetrate into your cells very quickly. Any skin sensitivity is the primary safety issue. So doTERRA's rate of complaints in terms of having a negative reaction with the oils is like 0.007% of people who are wellness advocates. And it typically is because someone did not dilute their oils properly. So if you're going to use your oils on your skin, you must dilute it with a carrier oil. I personally believe that even if the oil is very sensitive or very gentle, like lavender, I still think that you should dilute the oil, because if you apply a very, very potent essential oil on the same patch of skin over time, even though it doesn't create any sensitivity in the beginning, it could over time. So the dilution prevents any sensitivity issues. And then make sure you always follow the label directions. Like I said, you want to check the bottle, and if it has supplement facts on the bottle, then it's safe to take internally, usually no more than 1 drop at a time. And then if it does not have supplement facts on it, you can use it topically or aromatically. Okay, so for pre-event, during event, and post-event routines, we're going to go into some specific essential oil recommendations. So first, we're starting with respiratory and immune health. Breathe. So Breathe is a respiratory blend. You can apply this topically to promote feelings of clear airways and easy breathing. You can see the ingredients that are inside. There's a blend of 5 different oils. I love using this before I work out. I have a lot of trouble getting oxygen flowing through my body when I work out, so I add a couple drops of Breathe to my hands, and then I'll inhale it. Or there's also a Breathe vapor stick that is pre-diluted in an aloe base, and you can rub that over your chest. It makes a huge difference for me with my performance in my workouts. Tri-Ease is seasonal elemental protection. So these are soft gels, and there's essential oils in the soft gels. Some of the primary ingredients: lemon peel. So it's cleansing to the body's systems and frequently used for respiratory discomfort. So the lemon peel, the essential oil actually comes from the rind of the lemon. It doesn't come from the inside of the juice. So or in the fleshy part of the fruit. The lemon peel is where the most micronutrients are as well, and the most antioxidants. So, and it's also more alkalizing. So you're getting the lemon oil from the peel of the lemon. Lavender flower, which is renowned for calming and balancing effects. And then the peppermint helps promote clear breathing and healthy respiratory function. So this is a great blend to use right now, especially if you're dealing with any sort of seasonal discomfort. You can take 2 of these every few hours. I would say maybe 2 in the morning and then 2 in the afternoon. And if you really need more before you go to sleep to help with breathing, you could take 2 at night. You just want to space it out so that you're not taking them too close together. Next, we have On Guard. This is the immune support blend, and I take this with me everywhere I go. It's been a godsend on my trip. It supports healthy immune function. It protects against environmental threats and supports the body's natural antioxidant defenses. It's also good for healthy circulation. So I take these soft gels with me, and anytime I feel like a tickle in my throat coming on, I will pop 1 or 2 of those and then take them every 4 to 5 hours until I start to feel better. On Guard is great to diffuse the oil, so you can put a couple of drops in your diffuser, and it's a great way to purify the air. It's also great. I use it like a hand sanitizer, so I'll put a drop on my hands and rub my hands together. So it's really good for me while I'm flying. And the primary ingredient in it is clove, one of the primary ingredients. And clove is the strongest antioxidant on the planet. So if you are using this On Guard blend, you're automatically getting major antioxidant strength. Wild Orange is for all things energizing. Before a stress-filled day, that's a mistake. Before a stress-filled day, you can diffuse for energizing and revitalizing, so it's really nice in the morning. I even like to add it with peppermint oil, so 2 drops of each in the diffuser. It's kind of like happy crack, basically. You can add it to your water, so you can add 1 drop for a burst of flavor. You can even add it in some sparkling water, and it's like a nice little refreshing beverage. During colder temperatures, you can take 1 to 2 drops of Wild Orange in a capsule to support a healthy immune system. But if you've got the On Guard, you're already getting the Wild Orange in there. So it's the perfect blend to be taking internally. Just want to be careful with citrus oils that if you put Wild Orange on your skin, like your chest or your arms, you want to avoid direct sunlight for 24 hours or 12 hours. So citruses can make your skin extremely photosensitive, and you can have a very, very severe burn. So Wild Orange, lemon, grapefruit, oils like that, or any of the blends that have citruses in them, like Elevation, you just need to be careful and wait 12 hours before you go into the sun. It's fine if you're ingesting it or you're diffusing it. This is just about topical use. So for topical use, avoid direct sunlight for 12 hours. Peppermint is invigorating. So it promotes healthy respiratory function and breathing. It's great if you're feeling fatigued. So after a workout, if you feel like, oh, you just kind of burnt yourself out, you could take a little drop of peppermint under your tongue, or you can add it to some water and drink it, or even just take a big deep inhale from the bottle or put a drop in your palms and smell it. You can rub your palms together and then smell it. You can also use 1 to 2 drops internally for occasional upset stomach. So these peppermint beadlets are a great way, a very convenient way to get the peppermint oil. You can take a little beadlet and just pop it in between your teeth and you get a little burst of peppermint flavor. So it's a non-stimulant, invigorating pick-me-up. Mito 2 Max. So my athletic friends absolutely love Mito 2 Max. I kind of have boundless energy for the most part, but for people who are dependent on coffee or other caffeinated beverages, the Mito 2 Max is a great alternative because it's caffeine free. So you can take a pill when energy levels are down. I definitely recommend using it before working out. My brother is a bodybuilder and he loves using this before he works out. It helps increase mental energy and cellular energy production. It supports healthy mitochondrial function and aerobic capacity. So that's why it's called Mito 2 Max, mitochondria. And it improves stamina naturally without the use of harmful stimulants. It's also really good for healthy circulation. So it's got ashwagandha, which is a nice adaptogenic herb. Highly recommend Mito 2 Max. I would say not great to take after 3 p.m. unless you do your workouts in the evening and you need the extra energy. You just wouldn't want to take it too late in the evening because it could be too energizing for you to fall asleep. Daily nutrient pack. This is a must for anyone, I think, but especially if you are active. The daily nutrient pack supports everything. So you get an omega in there as well as a vitamin and mineral complex. And we're going to talk a little bit more about those in a second, but they help every function of your body: stress, immune, cardiovascular, brain and nervous system. And the way that the supplements are formulated, they're formulated in the perfect ratio of exactly the nutrients that you need in your day based on the standard American diet. So it just up levels your existing eating right program and helps to facilitate healthy function of all of your systems. So the XC Omega, this is the essential oil complex in the pack. You get 9 essential oils in it, including frankincense, which is one of the most powerful essential oils that you can find anywhere. It's like they nickname it liquid gold. There's a marine omega-3 blend that has more DHA, a plant omega-3. It's all natural. They're in small veggie soft gels. So if anybody has trouble swallowing pills, they're much smaller. Or you can even pop them open and just mix them into a smoothie. So you want to make sure that whenever you're taking the supplements, you're taking them with fats. So you want to make sure that you're eating food with your supplements and not taking them on an empty stomach. They have a vegan version also. So if you are vegan, but you still want the nutrients, you can get the VE Omega. So it has the same benefits, but it just comes from a plant-based source. You can see the ingredients there. Okay, the Microplex MVP, this is a naturally balanced formula: vitamins, minerals, polyphenols. There's whole foods in there. So this is not coming from chemicals. It's coming from food. So your body is able to assimilate it. Because the ingredients are carbon-based and we are carbon-based, your body can use the nutrients properly. There's also a tummy tamer blend. So if you do have any sort of stomach issues when you take supplements, the tummy tamer blend helps that. They're in smaller veggie caps, they're non-GMO, and they are gluten-free. So that daily nutrient pack is great. And then what's really cool is that when you get that pack, you can add on the Mito 2 Max for only $20. Normally it's more expensive, but you get a discount when you get the daily nutrient pack. And then you can also, there are other supplements you can add on to the daily nutrient pack. You can add up to 3 supplements for a discount. So you could get the Mito 2 Max, you could get a probiotic, you could get a digestive enzyme, and each of those would be only $20. And they're normally almost $50, they're almost double the price. So for rest and recovery, physical, emotional, and adrenal support. Lavender, for all things calming. It's widely used for calming and relaxing qualities, soothes occasional skin irritations and imperfections, and helps to relieve feelings of tension. So this is great to diffuse after a workout, or if you work out at night and you get a little bit of an adrenaline boost after your workout, you can start using lavender diluted on the back of your neck or on your throat, and then add a couple of drops to your diffuser before you go to sleep. Serenity. is a perfect escape with its calming, renewing fragrance. Lavender is one of the main ingredients in Serenity, but it's a little bit of a sweeter smell. It's got vetiver in it, so Serenity is actually now called the restful blend instead of the calming blend because it has vetiver in it, but it's great for sleep. I love diffusing it with balance oil. It's the grounding blend. So it helps to calm emotions and shown to improve speed, accuracy, and reaction time amongst athletes. So highly recommend the Serenity. And then the Balance is the other one I was mentioning. I like to diffuse both of them at night. Whole body sense of relaxation. It has frankincense oil in it, so a powerful oil. For a grounding experience, you can breathe it in, or you can rub it on the bottoms of your feet, and it evokes feelings of tranquility and balance. It's got a lot of tree oils in it. And so when you think about the way a tree grows, it grows deep into the earth. It's very grounded. So when you use balance oil and all those tree oils, you feel grounded and balanced. All right, so frankincense. This is the king of all oils, liquid gold. You can take 1 or 2 drops in a veggie capsule to support healthy cellular function. If you are taking the daily nutrient pack, you're already getting the frankincense internally. So you would not have to do it additionally. You can also apply it to the bottoms of your feet to promote feelings of relaxation. So you've got it in the balance oil. So if you're putting the balance oil on the bottoms of your feet, you got it covered. I personally like to use frankincense in my moisturizer because it's really good for skin health. It's also great to put on the crown chakra, which is the top of the head. It's great for meditation or before sleep. It's very relaxing. I also like to add 1 drop of frankincense to all of my diffuser blends because it just enhances all of the blends. So if I'm diffusing Serenity and Balance, I just add 1 drop of frankincense. After a day of outdoor activity, you can massage it into the hands and feet for a warming and soothing effect. So if you're running outside and it's chilly and you just want to warm up a little bit, you can dilute some frankincense and then massage it into your hands and feet. Helichrysum in my top 5 favorite oils. This is so beautiful. Helichrysum is a really beautiful flower. You apply it to the temples and the back of the neck when you need to tune into tasks that require concentration. You can apply it to the wrists or back of the hands and inhale to promote a sense of clarity. And then you can use it at work to stay on task when you feel tired in the afternoon. I also love this for skin support. So if I need to heal my skin quickly, I'll combine frankincense, lavender, and helichrysum, and it speeds up the rate of recovery for me. It's also great to combine if you need some muscle relaxation. So you can combine helichrysum with another blend called Deep Blue, which is the next one. So Deep Blue, this is like the king of all performance blends. People love this stuff. So you can apply it directly to joints and muscles. It comes in a couple of different formats. So you got the Deep Blue rub, you've got the roller, and you've also got the oil itself. So I like to use the Deep Blue rub and then add in a drop or 2 of the oil. You can use it with a carrier oil. And so for me, the Deep Blue rub is kind of like that carrier. But if you didn't want the lotion, you could combine the essential oil with fractionated coconut oil. So it's perfect after a hard workout. I mean, this stuff is like amazing. The Blue Jays actually use the Deep Blue rub. And they were, it was on a news clip that they were interviewing one of them in the locker room, and you could see the Deep Blue on the shelf. So the NCAA athletic program works closely with doTERRA to support their athletes. Pretty awesome. And then the polyphenol complex, this goes for $59.50, but when you're getting the daily nutrient pack, you can add this on for only $20. So I definitely recommend that you have the Deep Blue polyphenol complex on hand. It's patent pending, but it's fast-acting frankincense extract that helps support muscle and joint comfort and function. There's extracts of ginger, curcumin, from turmeric, resveratrol, and other polyphenols to soothe occasional aches and discomfort. So whenever I feel like I have a tension headache coming on, or I have a little bit of lower back discomfort, I take between 2 and 4 of the Deep Blue complex, and I usually, within an hour, I feel amazing. And I like to use the natural instead of the over-the-counter because it's gentler on my liver and my other organs. Lemongrass, another one of my favorites. I combine this with a carrier oil, and you can massage it after a hard workout. You could even mix it with Deep Blue. This one you want to make sure it's heavily diluted because it's kind of a hot oil, so it might burn your skin if it's not diluted well. But it's great after a long run for a refreshing feeling. It's wonderful in the diffuser. When I come out of the shower, I mix a couple of drops of lemongrass with fractionated coconut oil, and I use it as a full body moisturizer. Love it. Aroma Touch. This is for comforting and relaxing effects. It's the massage blend. So you can combine this with Deep Blue and massage it into sore muscles and joints. It's got a little basil oil in it, so it's really good for adrenal support. So if you're feeling by the end of the day kind of exhausted, you can massage the Aroma Touch directly over the adrenals. So if you go onto your, kind of feel on your back where the bottom of your ribs are, the adrenal glands sit right on top of the kidneys. So you can just rub the Aroma Touch right into that area, diluted with the coconut oil. Past tense. So this is conveniently created in a roller bottle. So you can just apply this directly to your temples or the back of your neck. And it's got a cooling, soothing sensation because there's a lot of menthol in it. So there's wintergreen, peppermint. It's got that mint, kind of minty, tingly feeling. So it's a great way to calm emotions and relax any tension in your head and neck and shoulders. And then Melaleuca is good for skin health. It's also good to clean your yoga mat, or if you have, any sort of workout tools that you use at home, you can spray them down with Melaleuca and clean them. So you can clean the skin. You can add a couple of drops if you have stinky gym shoes. You can add a couple of drops to a cotton ball and then just put the cotton balls in your shoe, and it kind of fumigates the aroma in your shoe. Also good for healthy immune function, protects against environmental and seasonal threats. So definitely I would add Melaleuca to your gym bag with the Deep Blue for sure, lavender, and then the On Guard, definitely want those in your gym bag. Correctex is cool. It's like a natural ointment. There's no petroleum in it. So it works very well, and it's good for the immune system and the endocrine system. And you can see it's got some of the greatest oils for skin. So if you got a cut or a bite or a scrape, you could use the Correctex to help support the healing process. Okay, so we went through a lot of oils. We just kind of bum rushed through those. You might have questions about how to get started. If you're thinking, wow, these sound like exactly what I need, and how do I do it? So you have two options. You can buy retail, and you would just order through the person who invited you to this webinar. So retail is great if you just want to try maybe one product because you don't have any obligation. You do pay full price, but you can try it out and then decide if you want to go for option number 2, which is the wholesale account. Now, anybody can have a wholesale account. You're not required to sell the products if you have a wholesale account. You can just be a customer. So it's like Costco or Sam's Club. You pay a membership fee, and in the first year, it's $35. And then you get everything that doTERRA makes for a 25% discount below retail. Now, your membership for the first year you can get for free if you opt in for an enrollment kit. And if you're curious about enrollment kit options, you can just send me an email. You'll see my email address in just a moment. And I can send you more details, or we can hop on a quick call and I can walk through the options with you. After your first year, your membership renews annually for $25. It's optional. So you have to actually physically opt in to the membership renewal. They will not automatically charge you like some other programs do. So it's $25, but you get a free 15 milliliter bottle of peppermint oil every year with your renewal. So it's pretty much like a $4.50 membership, which is very, very generous. The athlete's kit, if you are looking for that athletic support, this is what I'd recommend to get started. You'd have everything you need to really improve everything that you need for endurance and respiratory support and nutritional function. So for $209.50, and then on top of that, you'd pay tax and shipping. You would get your first year of doTERRA membership for free, included in this $209. And then you would get the daily nutrient pack, which has the Omega and the Microplex MVP, which is the multivitamin. You'd get the Mito 2 Max, which is for energy and stamina. And then you get the Deep Blue, which is normally $59.50. You're getting it for only $20. And then you get the deep blue rub. You get a little carrying case for your deep blue rub and your 5 oils. So you'd have peppermint, melaleuca, on guard, lavender, and breathe. So you'd have really everything you need to just throw in your bag, your gym bag, and you'll be ready to rock. So if you'd like to work with me, here are some benefits. You get guaranteed potency and purity of your oils. If you do a Google search for doTERRA, you will see it show up on a number of different third-party sites. Unfortunately, a lot of those are not legitimate. You have to be very careful where you're buying your oils. So the only way to guarantee your oils is to get them directly from doTERRA. So when you work with me, I place your order through doTERRA's online portal, and the oils ship directly from their warehouse to your home. It's not going through any middlemen who could potentially be contaminating or tampering with the oils. And then if anything is you want to return or exchange, doTERRA only guarantees it if you buy it directly from them. So I can help facilitate that for you. You get 90 days of free oils coaching. So when people start out, I find that there is a little bit of a learning curve, and it's about 3 months. And so after 3 months, people are usually feeling pretty confident about how to use their oils and navigate their membership. So for that first 90 days, we will have 3 separate coaching sessions to focus all on you and whatever your health goals are and how to create major transformation in your health. You get ongoing mentorship and guidance from a team of healthcare practitioners. So we have a lot of online resources and groups where people are active. You can post questions. There are in-person events that you can come to in LA and New York and other locations all over the country. So we really believe in community, and we stay connected that way. You'll also get some free gifts, oils, resources, books, online programs for working with me as well. And then you get to create a revolution in healthcare. You get to be part of a huge mission. doTERRA right now is partnering with medical centers all over the country, and their goal is in 10 to 15 years from now that everyone has a bottle of doTERRA oil in their home. It's a pretty ambitious goal, but I believe that it's possible. doTERRA is one of the fastest growing companies in the world. That you can only compare their growth to Apple computers. And doTERRA is just at the beginning. They're at the infancy stages of their business. But we all know about Apple now. So we're really on a pretty amazing trajectory. And by working with me, you get to be part of that revolution. Even just as a customer, even if you don't have an interest in building a business. If you do think that you might want to earn some additional income, some residual income, whether it's just supplemental, or if you'd like to completely replace your income and have freedom to travel the world like I am, you can email me at amanda@realurbanwellness.com. And I'm happy to give you a little more info. Or if you just want to chat about oils and figure out what the best way is to get started, again, feel free to email me, amanda@realurbanwellness.com. If you'd like to get to know me a little bit better before moving forward, best way to do that is on Instagram @realurbanwellness, or you can send me a Facebook friend request, and I'm happy to interact with you that way. So thank you so much for watching this webinar. Now you can empower your athletic activities with doTERRA. So I'd love to hear what you thought of the webinar. If you have any questions or feedback, feel free to let me know. You can post in the comments on this YouTube video, or you can send me an email. I wish you a wonderful day, and I look forward to connecting with you soon.